Logan's operation day at Addenbrookes, so we had to be there for 7 a.m, which meant I was up at 4:30 this morning and in the car by 5. Logan was happier about that than I was, as you can see. We arrived at 6:30 though, so we arrived in good time, and then we went past the Rosie Birth Centre and Chestnut House, which always brings back a lot of emotions. We spent the first 3 months of his life there. Once we got onto ward F3, he opened his little present from his auntie as a good luck gift, and then we had his height and weight done. We waited around for a bit, and then he was given some pre-meds which made him really sleepy. As you can see from this next clip, he'd really dozy, so that made it much easier when they come to putting the mask on. When it was time to go down, we got wheeled down to theatre, and I have to say my heart was in my mouth at that point. It's awful when you've obviously got to say goodbye to them and you don't know how the next couple of hours is going to go. So I went to pass some time. I got myself a Burger King, which is always something I have when I go to Addenbrookes, and I also treated myself to some of the M&S viral cookies because, to be honest, I felt like I needed a little pick-me-up. Then I just sat around waiting for that call to say that he was back, and finally I got the call, so I headed straight to recovery. I wasn't too far away anyway, and when I went back he was just coming round. He was really grumpy, and we got taken to the ward. However, he soon fell back to sleep, and then he stayed asleep, and he didn't seem to be able to wake him. He'd been asleep for a long time, and his respiratory rate was dropping, which they were a little bit concerned about, especially as he has his apnea anyway. They didn't really want his respiratory rate to be low like it was for as long as it was, and the fact that he was just not wanting to wake up either, so they gave him some medication to reverse the sleepiness. That took about an hour for it to have an effect, but once he did wake up, as you can see, he was happy, smiley, and wanted to eat straight away, which was a really good sign. It was so good to see him happy again after what he'd just been through. I was exhausted by this point and glad to just get to lay down and feel my little bubba move inside my tummy.